Alright, so we're going to start na. Can you see my screen? Nakikita niyo ba yung screen na po ngayon?
Opo.
Okay, so as you can see right now, I would like to introduce you guys Danelia. So yan ang pangalan niya, si Miss Danelia. At makikita niyo yung dalawang pictures niya. Isang recent na 2021 and her picture way back 3 years ago, which is 2018. So yun, no? So ano sa tingin niyo? Pag-compare natin yung 2018 at 2021, ano papansin niyo pagbabago sa kanya?
Lumaki po.
Lumaki siya, tama. So yun, no? So isa yung mga may mga pagbabago sa kanya. Ano pa?
Gumanda.
Gumanda, yun. Lalo siyang gumanda. By the way, Danelia is from Kazakhstan. So hindi siya Filipina, no? She's a teen singer. Sumali siya sa gaya ng AGT, pati mga The Voice. At pinalad naman siya manalo. Okay, what else? Ano pa mga naging pagbabago sa kanya? What can you say, Angel?
Tumangkad po.
Tumangkad. Okay, good, James. How about Angel? Any changes?
Nagbago po buhok.
Nagbago ba po? Nagbago na po sa kanya? Ang kulay? O Hermione? Ano napansin mo pagbabago sa kanya? So, i-compare mo 2018 at 2021. Wala ka napapansin pagbabago sa kanya? Wala? Sure ka? Ako may napansin ako eh. Kasi dito sa t-shirt siya sa 2018 tapos 2021 nakasando na siya. Hindi na. So yan nga. So may malaking pagbabago, no? Compared kasi siyempre nga bukod sa lumaki siya, marami mga physical appearances and physical changes na nangyayari sa body niya. So ang laki ng pagbabago kasi biglang naging napakabilis yung changes na nangyayari sa kanyang katawan. Physical changes, okay? Or sabihin natin biological changes. So from being very young, nag-mature siya, di ba? At the same time, nag-mature yung mukha niya. So yung isa pa. Okay. Let's try looking for some pictures then ulit. So yun yung recent picture. Tapos, nagtago si Hermione. And ito naman yung kanyang 2018. Yan. So, ganun din, at the same time, nagbago. No? So, lumaki, di ba? Lumaki si Hermione. At nag-mature din yung mukha. Lumaki ang mukha, actually. Oh. Ayun. Mateo, where's your camera, Mateo? Ayan. So same din, no? Same din sa nangyari kanina, no? Doon kay Danelia. So halos the same ng mga pagbabago nangyari kay Hermione. Ayun yung sunod natin. That's, sino ba yan? Hindi ko makilala eh.
Si Angel po.
Si Angel ba yan? Ayun, so that's Angel. Recent picture ni Angel. And this is her way back 2018. 2018 ba yan, Angel?
Opo.
Parang wala nagbago, no? Yung parang ng kulay na suot mo eh. Umiksi lang yung shorts. So yeah, so likewise, may mga changes na nangyari. I don't know kung anong mga nangyari dito. Nagbago yung background. Ay, ikaw, Angel, ano napansin mong changes na nangyari sa'yo?
Tumangkad.
Tumangkad. Okay, what else? Ina, tumangkad ka na?
What's the difference?
Nagtago si Hermione kanina eh. Okay, sige. Tumangkad si Angel. Pumuti ba? Hindi. Next. Nakatago eh. Sino to?
Si Mateo po.
That's Mateo. Yan yung recent picture niya. Tingnan natin kung ano yung itsura niya nung mga last time. 3 years ago. Ayun, si Mateo 3 years ago. Si Mr. Spain. Spain nga ba to? Rama Spain. So si Mateo, no? Parang lumiit si Mateo. Para lumiit yata. Hindi, actually lumaki kasi malayo lang yung shot. Ano? Malayo na yung shot kay Mateo. So lumaki si Mateo. Actually, tumaba pa si Mateo. Compared to the picture sa left. Ano? Oh, sino naman to?
Si James po.
Si James. Ayun, no? 3 years ago ba to, James? Sure ka?
Hindi ko po alam.
Ay, hindi mo alam. Anyway, so ang laki, no? Ang laki. Ang laki ng difference compare sa picture na nasa left. So lumaki at saka nag-mature din yung mukha. Yun. So parang lumobo, ano? So what you had seen, yung mga pictures nyo, pictures ni Danlia, recent and beyond, and pinag-compare natin yung mga pictures at saka siyempre, sa mga pictures na napansin nyo, sa mga pictures na nakita nyo, you notice, ano, na-notice nyo na may mga changes, may mga pagbabago, may mga physical changes na nangyayari sa inyong katawan. So yan, changes are happening in your body because ito yung tinatawag na puberty. Alright, so we're going to talk about puberty for today. So puberty, that is our topic sa health class natin. Puberty is a stage when your body changes as you move from being a kid to being an adult. So ito yung adolescent spirit natin. So it's called puberty. Okay, before we continue our lesson, I just would like to give you a heads up. Na yung lesson natin ngayon ay siguro masabi na somehow difficult to talk about, and siyempre medyo bit uncomfortable. Okay? So you'll be seeing some images that's quite weird for you. So for your age siguro medyo weird pa yon. Tapos I also like to remind you yung mga class etiquettes natin, ha? Class etiquette saka some rules, okay? Remind ko lang, no put downs. Okay? Pag sabi don't put downs, don't tease, wala tuksuhan, don't insult or give a negative statement to anyone. Okay? Remember to respect each other. That's another one. Respeto sa isa't isa. Listen when someone is talking. So don't speak if it's not your turn yet. I'll be calling you kung gusto nyong magano. Kung gusto nyong kung may gusto kong sabihin, just or question, just click the raise hand reaction, okay? Because questions are highly welcome. Siguro next kong reminder is siyempre it's okay to have fun kasi medyo fun talaga yung ating topic ngayon. But remember to respect personal boundaries. All right? Dana, respect. Okay. Let's go. Let's proceed. Okay, so everyone, lahat tayo, boys and girls, go through puberty. Siyempre si Sir Yman dumaan din sa puberty. But hindi yan sabay-sabay, not at the same time. Ikaw, Angel, ilang taon ka na, Angel?
10 po.
10 po. Si Hermione, ilang taon na si Hermione?
10.
10 din. So in girls, puberty starts between ages 8 and 13. Nag-i-start hindi ko sinasabing yan lang yung puberty period. Nag-i-start siya in between 8 and 13. Pwedeng 8, pwedeng 9, pwedeng 10, pwedeng 11, pwedeng 12. Pwedeng ganon. Pero sa boys naman the puberty starts between 9 and 15. So mas late pala, no? Mas late pala nagsisimula ang puberty ng boys compared to girls. Okay, so sa girls, between 8 and 13, habang sa boys, in between 9 and 15. Oh, sorry. It should be 9 and 15, hindi 9 and 5. So as you notice of the range in ages, it's quite wide. And this wide range in ages explains why kids of your age may look a little younger or a little older than you are. So the start of puberty in boys is a little late compared to girls. So that's why sometimes at your age, girls are taller than boys. Yung napapansin nyo minsan, kaso ngayon, we don't have, hindi tayo nakikita-kita eh. Hindi tayo nagpapangipangita sa school. So, kung tayo nagpapangipangita sana, during the flag ceremony, di ba, nagpo-fall in line kayo? So, there are times na sa gantong stage, pati sa grade 6, gano'n, mas madalas kasi nakikita, girls are taller. Mas madalas yon. Kasi nga, girls ay maaga nag-i-start ng puberty. So mas maaga ang inyong pagtangkad compared to boys. Okay, so when your body is entering the puberty stage, the pituitary gland, okay, nakikita nyo, pituitary gland is the color red na makikita maturo doon, pinkish red. So the pituitary gland located at the bottom of your brain, nagre-release sila ng hormones. Okay. So they are releasing hormones. Hormones are chemicals that are responsible for the changes your body will experience as you go through puberty. So sabihin, pag nagsimula na pala siya mag-release ng hormones, then the puberty will start. Okay? So the hormones for the changes in boys' bodies, ang tawag sa kanya ay testosterone. Okay? The blue one, testosterone ang tawag sa hormones for the boys. While the hormone that causes changes in the girls' bodies is called estrogen. So there are two hormones, testosterone for boys and estrogen for girls. So it seems that the hormones of boys and girls have different names. Okay? And these hormones are chemicals that came from the pituitary gland. Kanina sabi ko pituitary gland, and that gland could be seen under our brain. Ni-review ko lang. Again, the pituitary gland that can be seen under our brain are releasing hormones. The hormones are chemicals that are responsible for the changes your body will experience. The hormones for boys are called testosterone, and the hormones for girls are called estrogen. Okay, so earlier, I asked you if you notice changes in your body. Meron ba? Wala. Meron? Wala. May changes ba?
Meron po.
Oh, meron. Ano uli yun? Lumaki. Tumangkad kayo. Tumatangkad. So we just learned that puberty caused these changes. So yung pagtangkad nyo ng mabilis, ang nag-cause pala niyan is puberty. And of course, you don't need to worry about it because they are all normal as growing up. Okay, as you grow up, normal lang yan. Yung tumatangkad ka, gano'n. Nagkakaroon ng pagbabago sa body mo. They are all normal. So on the first, one of the first changes you will notice in your body is that your body starts growing hair in places where there was no hair before. So for both boys and girls, parehas kayo, both boys and girls will begin to grow hair in their armpits. And of course, in your pubic areas. Okay? So yun ang, at first, yan ang sisimula. So one of the first changes na mangyayari dyan, you will grow a lot of hairs. And later, for boy, sa picture na pinapakita that you're going to grow hairs on your armpits. I just didn't post here the pubic hairs, okay? So of course you'll be growing hairs in your pubic areas. And later, sa mga boys naman, Boys will also have additional hair on your legs and on your faces. So magkakaroon kayo ng bigote, balbas, and even longer hairs pagdating naman sa legs. Pwedeng binti lang or pwedeng pati yung inyong paa and thigh, yung hita. So your body will also begin to take shape and work differently. For boys muna. For boys, they will start to have broader body, broader shoulders rather. So mas malapad yung ating mas malapad, mas malaki yung balikat. More muscular body. Okay? Mas muskulado, bigger arms, hands, and of course, bigger feet. So longer and wider reproductive organs. So doon naman na-develop. During puberty, your reproductive organs will surely develop. And also you'll have bigger testes. So para tayo nagsa-science na rin at the same time, we're having our health subject, but at the same time, natututo tayo ng science. Okay, sa lalaki rin, your voice will also begin to crack. Mababasag yung boses, and as it becomes deeper. So lumalaki ang boses. From maging manipis, lumalaki ito. Okay? So that's for the boys. On the other hand, sa girls naman, bodies will become curvier. Yan. So magkakaroon kayo ng curve. So yun yung comparison, As you can see, from being straight body, nagkaroon ng curve hanggang sa naging well-developed na. So girls will have your bodies will become curvier as they begin to develop breasts and fuller hips and thighs. So yung dibdib nyo nade-develop at the same time, habang yung inyong curve ng body ay nade-develop. So pati yung mga hita nyo, pati yung hips, nagkakaroon din ng magandang shape. And for about 2 years, siguro after 2 years that your breasts are developed, or your chest, girls will have their first period. Yun na, magkakaroon kayo ng period na tinatawag. So for now, wala pa kayong period, but expect to have it siguro kung siguro after 2 years kung kailan kayo nag-start mag-develop ng breasts. Okay? So first, yung period na yon, that is what we call menstruation. So tayo, pinaganda lang natin yung tawag, pinaigsi lang natin, ginawang period. Okay? So that's after 2 years ng pagde-develop ng breasts. Okay, so in addition, for both boys and girls, both of you, sa lalaki at babae, you will experience a growth spurt. Again, growth spurt. Yun yung mabilis na paglaki. Biglang magbo-boost yung paglaki nyo. Okay? Dati medyo staggered ang paglaki. Ngayon, during puberty, bibilis yan. Okay? And also, as you grow, you also gain weight. Bumibigat din kayo. Kasi siyempre, lumalaki kayo, tumatangkad. So, bumibigat din kayo. Okay, and during the puberty period, sweating will also increase. Yan, sweating will also increase, and your skin will also get oilier. Yan, magiging oily na yung magiging oily na yung skin nyo, your face, pati yung kanyang mga braso, and pimples, of course, will start appearing on your face, neck, chest, pati sa likod. Okay, so face, neck, chest, and back. So pimples will start to appear. So swerte ka kung hindi ka magkakaroon ng pimples kasi talaga most of the time pimples will appear na. So meron lang talagang ibang blessed hindi nagkaroon ng pimples. Talagang baby face. Right? So all these changes might seem funny or weird, but all of these are normal. So physical changes, these physical changes mean that boys are becoming more like men and girls are becoming more like women. So ito na yung so pinaka-review natin. So for the male or for the boys, your skin will get oilier, rather. Yung shoulders nyo will get wider or broader. Facial hair, magkakaroon ng facial hair yan. Meron akong si Sir Yman, merong balbas, merong bigote. Hair under the arms or the armpit. Pubic hairs, of course. Your reproductive organ will get longer and wider, and of course your testes will get larger. Tapos yung neck, chest, leg, muscles get bigger and stronger. Pati yung feet ninyo magiging mas malaki. For the girls, your whole body will get curvier. Magkakaroon na ng magandang shape ang inyong katawan. Hindi kayo ligtas sa pagiging oilier na skin. So yung face nyo magiging oilier din. Hair under the armpits, magkakaroon kayo ng buhok sa kilikili. Breasts will start to develop. I know Angel and Hermione already experiencing this. Hip bones, yan yung hip bones yung magiging wider kasi nga nagiging curvier ang body. Pubic hairs, of course. Weight gain on hips. And leg muscles get bigger and stronger. Gaya ng lalaki. Pero sa lalaki, mas malaki. Mas malaki ang kanilang mga muscles. Okay, is there any question before we continue? None. Okay, so as we go ahead, puberty is not just physical change, no? The hormones that cause your body to change physically also cause changes inside of you. Hindi lang pala sa labas. You might start to feel emotions that you had never had before. For example, you might feel conscious about how your body looks, like of how it is changing. Siyempre, mayan, tinitingnan mo na yung katawan mo. You feel conscious about how your body looks. So, minomonitor mo na. Minomonitor mo na yon. So, during puberty, since your body undergoes many changes, it is common to feel uncomfortable about them and become overly sensitive about your physical appearance. And as a result, yung resulta nun, sometimes you may feel irritated. Nakaka-irita na. Magiging mabilis kang ma-irritate dahil sa, siyempre, you're going to lose temper and sometimes you feel depressed. And it will be useful to be aware of these changes in your behavior and talk about it with someone rather, that you're comfortable talking to. So madalas dyan, siyempre, sa mga girls, you may talk to your mother pagdating sa mga changes na nangyayari sa inyo. And of course, since your mom, naranasan din nila to, pwede sila magbigay ng mga advices to you. Sa mga boys naman, you can talk to your dads pagdating sa mga changes na to. Okay, so one of the emotions na pwede natin maramdaman, first is pwede tayong makaramdam ng uncertain. Okay, pwede tayong makaramdam ng uncertainty. Since you're not completely an adult and hindi na rin kayo bata anymore, puberty can potentially lead to uncertain times. As a what we call transition phase, you may begin to wonder and think about new and unfamiliar aspects of life, such as career. So may times sa maiisip niyo yung career nyo, livelihood, and marriage. And since lahat ng ito ay bago sa inyo, unfamiliar, when you start thinking along these directions, pag iniisip niyo na, you may feel uncertain about your future. May kakahinat na ba yung buhay ko, ganon. And this uncertainty becomes more evident when the expectations that people close to you have from you also change. Nagkakaroon tayo ng pagbabago rin na ugali. Because you may be expected to take on greater responsibilities than what was expected you from as a child. Siyempre, mag-iisip-isip na kayo na mas malaki na yung expectations sa inyo ng inyong parents. Rather, compared nung kayo mas maliliit pa na siyempre laro-laro lang, gano'n. Diba? And eventually, you will grow into your new roles and become more certain about your life, about yourself. But this process will take its own time depending on how you respond on this situation. Next is you will be looking for an identity. Looking for an identity. Since you are in the process of becoming an adult, sa proseso pa ng pagiging matanda na or an adult, you may feel inclined to figure out what makes you unique as a person. So there is also a general tendency that you associate more with your friends than your family members. Mas madalas na rito yung kasama mo yung mga friends mo kaysa parents mo. As physiologically, it may be because your friends are going through a similar phase as you. You may try to figure out how you are different from the others and how you fit into the world. And this may eventually lead to some sort of a struggle to become more independent of your parents and family. Totoo naman kasi on your age na to, madalas kasi mas pipiliin yung mga kasama niyo yung mga friends. Yung nga lamang, we're in the pandemic period, hindi naman kayo makalabas. Okay, next is what we call peer pressure. Peer pressure, P-E-E-R. So with the onset of puberty, your conversations with your friends will increase. Kasi sabi ko kanina kasi mas madalas mo nang kasama yung mga kaibigan mo. So your peer group and you're likely to be influenced by what you see around you in popular media and the culture that is represented through them. You might often pick up on what's in and what's out in terms of the way you dress, your language, and even your behavior depending upon what you see. Siyempre, kung ano yung nakikita nyo sa friends nyo, madalas gagayahin nyo. So that's puberty. It's normal, but of course, kailangan piliin mo rin kung ano yung gagayahin mo. Hindi porke nakita mo sa mga tropa mo o sa mga kabarkada mo, sa mga friends mo na ginagawa nila yon, kung sa tingin mo makakasama naman sa'yo, huwag mo nang gawin. Okay? So of course, this may become uncomfortable at times and would probably even change your likes and dislikes. Yung mga gusto mo, yung mga hindi mo gusto, magbabago na rin yan. And it's also one of the ways in which you struggle to fit in with your peers. Siyempre, kung halimbawa, gaya sa picture, nag-iose sila, nagsisigarilyo. So paano ka mag-fit in sa kanila? So mangyayari niya, magninigarilyo ka na rin para maging in ka sa group. And these events can lead to a gap between what is perceived as appropriate by your parents and your friends. So sabi ko kanina, kung sa tingin mo makakasama naman sa'yo, yung pagiging in mo sa grupo, wag mo na ituloy. Okay, next is conflicting thoughts. So dire-diretso lang natin, no? So conflicting thoughts, since you are somewhere in between as a teenager, so hindi pa naman kayo teenager, so during puberty, you may feel stuck. You may feel stuck between how you were as a child and how you wish to be as an adult. So yun yung pinapakita ng picture na yan. So for example, you might want to be more independent at the same time. And you might also look for support from your parents, diba? So may conflict. Kasi gusto mo maging independent, pero kailangan mo pa rin ng support ng parents mo. Diba? Okay, another example could be along the lines of whether you wish to give up on your interest that you had as a child to be able to fit in with your friends. And as a result, you may feel conflicted and look for clarity. Okay, next is mood swings. Pakita natin lahat na. So, yung picture nila ay mood swings, ano? Pabago-bago ka ng mood pa ba? Kasi ito yung yung add up sa uncertainty and conflicting thoughts. You may also experience frequent and sometimes extreme changes in your mood. Example, sometimes your mood will swing between feeling confident and happy, tapos magiging feeling irritated ka na and depressed in a short span of time. As in, konting-konting agwat lang ng oras, biglang magbabago yung ugali mo o magbabago yung mood mo. And this may occur due to shifting levels of hormones in your body and other changes taking place during puberty. Yung pala, yung ating hormones ang gumagawa noon. Yung hormones pala natin may kagagawa ng ating pag-change ng mood. Masaya ka, tapos biglang may magagalit ka. Next picture natin is feeling conscious about self. Yung una kong example sa inyo. The onset of puberty kasi can vary on an individual basis. Therefore, the way you grow may be different from the way your friends grow. And this make you conscious about the way you're growing up and your body. Kino-compare mo na yung sarili mo, yung kung paano ka nag-grow, compare sa iba. Okay? Next. So so these experiences are more pronounced for girls. Mas madalas sa mga girls ito because they develop faster and earlier than boys. Also, the changes in their bodies sa mga girls, such as development of breasts and widening of hips, are more noticeable. Mas kapansin-pansin na. And this will make them feel more conscious about their body in presence of their peers of the same age group. At dahil dito, the way you feel about other people is also changing. So meron din time, dito rin papasok yung boys will tend to play more with the boys only, and the girls choose to hang out with just girls only. So meron ganun, di ba? So ngayon papasok yung grupo-grupo na. Yung girls, mangyayari, makikipag-uusap lang yan, tsaka makikipaglaro sa kapwa niya babae. And then the boys, madalas din ngayon, makikipaglaro lang kayo sa kapwa niya lalaki kasi nasa puberty stage na tayo. And the last, getting feelings. Nagkakaroon kayo ng feelings sa opposite sex. Kasi puberty is also the phase after which you develop feelings, ano? So during this stage, you may also start to have a crush on someone. And of course, dahil may crush ka na, you get embarrassed about it. Minsan nahihiya ka na pag-usapan to. Diba? Uy, si James, may gusto kayo. Diba? Dito magsisimula talaga yon. Uy, si Uriel. Diba? So this ito yung during the time of puberty kasi yung feelings mo na de-develop na. Nagkakaroon ka na ng crush. Okay? So these emotional and social changes are normal. Normal lang na ito ay maramdaman ninyo. Medyo marami pero normal lang. Because they indicate that your mind is adjusting as you slowly enter transition into adulthood. Habang ikaw ay lumalaki, habang nagta-transition yung sarili mo from being a child going to an adult, kasi from being bata tapos magiging matanda, di ba? So, yun yung transition. So magkakaroon ng pagbabago. Ikaw mismo sarili mo nag-a-adjust pa. Okay? As is nag-a-adjust ka pa, marami kang mararamdaman. Hindi lang sa physically, kundi emotions. Nagbabago rin 'yan. Okay, mukhang lang parami sa akin sinasabi. It's already 10:47. Medyo late na. Okay, before I end this up, do you have any questions about what we had talked about or discussed?